What is going on, guys? My name is Trevor. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about the brand new movie Coolie. It is in theaters now. I've been pretty excited for this one after watching that trailer about a month ago. There's been a lot of hype and anticipation leading into this movie, and safe to say, there's quite a bit of things to talk about. But before we do, let me know your thoughts on Coolie down below in the comment section. Did you love it? Did it live up to those monumental expectations that you had? Did it leave you disappointed a little bit? Have you seen the reviews online? It is sitting right now, as I look at it, 6.5 out of 10 on IMDb. Seems a little low, but it's sitting like at 55% on Fandango. A lot of people are giving us a 2.5 out of 5. So much speculation as to why. If you guys have any idea or if you agree with that, let me know that down below. Hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell so you don't miss out on any future reviews, reactions, all that good stuff. And let's hop into this. So, little backstory on Coolie for me. I just watched a trailer like everyone did about a month ago. That trailer went galactic. Did like 16 million views in 24 hours. So, I think the anticipation and hype for this movie was there. It was built up. The trailer sold me. It was action-packed. I made a reaction. It was on the channel. It got blocked and copyrighted, so it's no longer on the channel, but I made that video, and I was like, this movie looks sick. It looks like John Wick. It looks like it's going to be a huge, big-budget movie. And I just don't understand why lots of people aren't liking it. So let's really just dive into Coolie here. So Coolie delves into a man's relentless quest for vengeance since youth, driven by righting past wrongs, shaping his very existence. Viewers experience the complexities of his tumultuous vendetta journey. It's a classic revenge story. I'm a big revenge story guy. Now, this movie's 2 hours and 50 minutes, which we'll hop into here just a little bit later. It's a very long movie. It's the length of Titanic, Lord of the Rings. I mean, this movie is long, gargantuan film. So let's hop into the positives here. Our main guy, Rajinikanth, I might be pronouncing that wrong, but my theater erupted when he was on screen for the first time. The first look of him is him in a knife. It was pretty damn cool. It was a really cool shot, and my theater erupted. I mean, everyone was so damn excited to see this guy. So I need to go and watch a couple more movies with him because apparently he is a legend. If you have any movies you want to recommend me, please leave them down below. So he's our main guy, our protagonist, and he's someone who is badass. He's cool. Apparently this actor in real life is 74, so in the musical numbers, there's a big one towards the beginning of the movie. I would say that his moves might be a little bit slow, but that might just be because he's a 70-something-year-old man. And when I'm 74 years old, if I'm moving like that, ladies and gentlemen, we have won in life. But he's a character you can get behind. He has so much weighing on his shoulders, and there's so much around this guy, from like the love story they have in here to the past about him and like the vendetta story he kind of goes on. They give him lots of layers, and he's a character you can easily get behind. The budget, the scale, the size of this movie's massive. I mean, just the extras in the background. I mean, there's hundreds of people, background dancers, musical singers. I mean, it is enormous movie. I did not know the budget going into this movie. I still don't know the budget, but this movie feels big, and it really just dives into how big this movie actually is. The musical numbers, when they have them, are pretty cool. I mean, I don't think these are some of the catchiest songs I've ever heard, but there are definitely songs that you're bopping your head, you're going along. You might want to listen to them on the car ride home because they do have that catchy vibe to them. Not the catchiest ever, but they definitely do have that catchy vibe to them. And the action, when it's there, I would say towards the beginning, I needed some more action, which we'll get to a little bit later. But when you finally do get that action, it's good, man. It's really good. It's really, really cool the way they film it, the way they dive into it, the moves they have. It might come off just a little bit cheesy, but it's also really, really freaking cool to see. So I dug a lot with what they were giving us. I mean, the action was cool. The size and scale of this movie is great. The score was riveting. I had chills several times throughout this movie. Just them walking in a street or walking in a giant house, a little beat playing, a little music playing, a little score playing. You gotta love it. I mean, it was perfect in my opinion. That score it really carried this movie along nicely, and I'm really confused as to why this movie is in that like mixed review. So let's hop into the little mixed category here. So why are people not really enjoying this one? Were they too excited and they were disappointed? Because I get that. I've been that way in many movies this year. I don't understand. Maybe people were expecting more. Maybe I wasn't expecting enough, because maybe that's the only way I can think people are being disappointed. I think the runtime had a lot to do with it. I think that runtime being 2 hours and 50 minutes was a little bit too long, because that's a long time, which we'll get to again later. So just these mixed thoughts on the movie is, I'm very interested as to why. Why are those there? So, who knows? From there, let's move on over to the couple negatives I have about this movie. First and foremost, did this movie need to be 2 hours and 50 minutes? No. It did not. And I don't believe many movies do. I believe movies like Titanic, Avatar, Lord of the Rings, I mean, RRR, these movies all deserved that long time. And I would say this movie wasn't undeserving, but it was definitely 50 minutes too long. I mean, they do this thing where they kind of have flashbacks for a lot of the movie, and it really took me out of it. And sometimes the flashbacks were so long, I forgot it was a flashback until it went back to the present moment. I was like, it kind of made it hard to follow at times. It kind of painted just a little messiest little picture, but they were giving backstory on everyone, so I tried to appreciate it. But sometimes those backstories, I was like, wait, this wasn't real time? Maybe I was a little bit tired. It was a little late when I saw the movie, but it definitely kind of took me out of it a little bit. Maybe too many flashbacks. That runtime, again, 2 hours and 50 minutes, I mean, it was pretty damn long. I mean, you feel it. I mean, there's several times throughout this movie where you're like, all right, bathroom break. All right, do you need a snack? Can we pick up the pace a little bit? So the pacing definitely, and towards the beginning especially, I mean, they have that big opening scene where basically sets up the whole movie. Don't want to spoil it in case you haven't seen it. They do something towards the beginning of the movie at this big place where everyone works, and like that sets up basically our story. But man, it kind of dragged. I was like, okay, I was expecting just a little bit faster pace towards the beginning of the movie. Also, there's some twists and turns throughout Coolie. Do I think this movie thought it was a little more clever than it was? I do. I think sometimes they had a twist or a turn with certain characters. I was like, not necessary at all, but I appreciate what they're going for. So at the end of the day, is Coolie as low as the score as these are, 6.5 out of 10? No, I don't think so. I think 6.5 is the slightest bit low. I think we're a little bit better than that. I think the 55% on Fandango and Rotten Tomatoes not being that high either, and people giving it 2.5 online, I don't think this movie deserves that. I think there's a lot to enjoy here. I think this might have had too much hype and anticipation. I think that's maybe why people got disappointed by it. But at the end of the day, I enjoyed my time. I thought the musical numbers were solid. I thought the action when they had it was really good. And I think the score really carried this movie along nicely. I think there was one too many flashbacks. I think the length was definitely too long. But to be honest with you, I think this would be a 3.5 out of 5. I'm digging it. I'm really comfortable at a 7 out of 10. So the IMDb 6.5, you can argue that. I might be on board with that. But a 5 out of 10, a 4 out of 10, these 50% I'm seeing, I'm not really digging. I could go with the 65%, but I'm really sticking with a 7 out of 10. I enjoyed my time here, man. I had some fun, and my theater erupted when I saw this guy. So again, if you have any recommendations for him, down below in the comment section, please let me know, because I would love to see more movies with this guy, because my theater was just, they roared. They roared. I was not expecting. I was like, oh shoot, I gotta find out who this guy is. So that's my thoughts on Coolie. What did you make of Coolie? Let me know down below. Hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Lots more content to come. Thank you guys for watching and for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.